Representing Tembisa, Kane Keid's emergence has been nothing short of refreshing. He has impressed the likes of Timberland and has been on stage, shared the stage with one of the best artists right now in Benny the Butcher. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the one and only Kane Keid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
my
sir.
dog. How are you, dog? Good, my brother. I'm glad to have you here, bro. How's your day, bro?
Yeah, going well, going well. What can I say, my dog? What else can I say? Yeah.
Yeah, because you up right now, bro, because things have been happening that have changed in your life. And I want to just start with your come up, because I know you released your debut single, Win, in 2021, right?
Yeah.
How was that, bro?
It was normal, honestly. It was, what can I say? I don't even remember, dog, because that was a long time ago. Yeah, I won't say how it felt, but I can tell you that it probably was stressful because everything depended on me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it was stressful, but I can't remember because it was a long time ago.
2021. Maybe you can remember Sportscene Put Me On?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's like one of the peak moments in my career. Yeah, definitely.
I remember I saw that video of you going acapella. You were like, I'm going to just rap acapella, and you killed it, bro.
Yeah.
What made you go acapella there and then?
I felt like with the beat that they were putting us on, they were kind of confining us into a box where it's either you can do this or you cannot. And so a Blackie was saying that, yo, I don't need artists doing acapella anymore. And so I earned my moment of doing acapella because I went crazy on the beat. So I think that was the moment where people saw that, ooh, damn, this kid is really good at rapping. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was fire, dog. It was an amazing moment in my career, dog.
I remember it was competitive because there was also Lo-Fi in the mix.
Yeah.
Also Chase Williams, K-Rev.
Definitely.
How did you actually make sure that your name stands out even though you didn't go up to winning the thing?
I think for me, I think I took the competition as a learning curve. I mean, I didn't. I mean, obviously, I did have hopes of winning, but that wasn't fully what I had aimed for. I was looking to learn. You know what I mean? Because as much as it was like, oh, it's competitive, there was something that I had to learn as an artist. There was some things that I had to learn as an artist, and so I was like, yeah, let me see what I can take from here. And from that, I went back to the drawing boards and came back hungrier than ever. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Was it after then when you decided I'm gonna drop on TikTok a lot and Instagram, or was it before then?
I had been dropping content on both Instagram and TikTok, but I don't know what changed, what caught the wave in any way. You know what I mean? Because as much as I was trying to appeal to the current market of SA hip hop, I think as soon as I diverted back to, as I went back to the old method of rapping, you know what I mean, on old school boom bap, I think it caught a lot of people's attention because it was like, yo, it felt very, very new. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And I remember our last interview, you told me that you like J. Cole a lot.
Yeah.
Is he one of the artists that influenced you?
Yeah, a lot. Heavy. Listened to J. Cole throughout my whole entire high school. You know what I mean? I think he's the reason why I focus a lot on the pen. You know what I mean? Like it's very, as a rapper, there's nothing that you have other than your pen. People can take away the fame, they can take away the money, anything, but your pen is something that they can never take away, or they shouldn't ever take away from you. So yeah.
What would you say grew your penmanship to the point that it is right now?
Right now, I think the willingness to sit down and learn from others. You know what I mean? And the willingness to experience things. You know what I mean? I don't write from a perspective of I don't always write from a perspective of this is me, this is what I think. Sometimes I write it from a perspective of a person that I've experienced something with, or that person's experience. I write about that person's experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's that willingness of living, man. I mean, as much as there's common topics that revolve around the rap space, like let's say for example, we all go to the club, or we get money, we get clothes, we wrap up all that stuff. But like when you give yourself a chance to live, dog, like enjoy life, that's when you come up with a lot of concepts. You know what I mean? There's a lot to draw from. So yeah, man.
By enjoying life.
Yeah, by enjoying life. So basically that's it.
I hear you, bro. And I'm not sure if you studying right now.
Yeah. I'd say currently I'm in a gap year.
Gap year. Yeah. I was gonna ask, how do you balance the two? Because last time you were on a live with Blackie and he was like, "Hi man, focus on the mulo."
Yeah. This year I just decided to give music my full attention, because it's like as much as I was managing, one needed more attention than the other, and I couldn't give equal attention to either. So yeah, man, I decided to take a step back from school, and then just focus on the music and see how it goes. But definitely next year I'm going to school.
Are you going back to school next year?
Dog, yeah.
Are you going to continue with what you were studying?
Yeah.
Which is
audiology. The study of the ear. And hearing.
Oh, hearing.
Hearing, yeah.
Oh, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of tied to music, because you listen to music.
Yeah, in a way, because I mean, audiology is more ear health and watching out for how loud things can be and stuff like that. So it kind of contradicts the music space a little bit, because we're always in loud places. So it kind of gives me like an advantage to say, okay, this is how far or how long I can take care of my ears other than the other rappers. Because what kind of musician would you be if you didn't have hearing properly? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it just gave me that thing of knowing how to take care of my ears, man.
Okay, and performing with Benny the Butcher, bro, how was that? Because I was there watching, I was like, yo, this is a monumental. I can't even imagine how Kane Keid feels right now. How did you feel?
In the moment, it felt very normal, dog. I can't lie. It had to like sink in after a couple months that, dang, I actually got on stage with an international act, and Benny the Butcher for that for that fact. And that's like someone that I respect when it comes to rap, you know what I mean? So having that sort of cosign and that put on from him was very mind-blowing, dog. Like when I think about it right now, it's like, what? It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense in my mind, because it's just like it's just this kid who raps on the internet, and now he's on stage with Benny the Butcher. It's just big. Yeah, it was crazy.
And Timbaland co-signs, because I know even Shaq as well was like, yo, check this kid out.
A lot of them, my dog. Yo. There's a lot of co-signs, man, that I can't even count them on two hands.
Cash Page, I can think of Cash Page.
Dog, it was a lot of people. So I was just taking it in as it goes. You know what I mean? Like I was trying my best to understand that it's happening for a reason, and it's only just to say, yo, you had it on, you're in the right direction, just keep going. Yeah.
And it was great to see you on Amapiano, by the way. Very refreshing. I was like, oh, Kane Keid, you can also cook here as well.
I had to hit people with that curveball. I wouldn't lie. It's just that I know that a lot of people didn't expect me to do that, because they know me as a hardcore rapper or a backpack rapper. So so I had to like show them I can be versatile as much as I want to. I rap because I want to. I don't rap because, oh dang, this is the only thing I can do. You know what I mean? that's what I think people mostly think about me rapping. Yeah.
Was it Blue Puppy who hit you up?
Yeah. It was actually very organic, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the studio, and it was Papi and Dappy, who were in the studio, and they were cooking some other stuff. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I had never heard Blue Papi on Amapiano, but also it was like kind of expected from him because he's a very melodic artist. And so once they made a new beat, once they made a new beat and said, yo, Kane, Blue Papi said, yo, you gotta hop on this, my dog. It was like it just flowed. I mean, it didn't. Yeah.
And even your R&B pocket, because you've dropped snippets. He does it all,
yeah,
bro.
Man. I feel like I think that's the artist that I want people to know me as, dog. And I mean, I don't want people to think, Gucci, yo, I'm rapping because it's the only thing I can do. I mean, I'm a one-trick pony. As much as I've dropped hard verses back to back, I can also do this other stuff, and I'm very comfortable in that pocket too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just want people to view me as an overall artist rather than just a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you made the songs like Go Talk, because I feel like the hook there was really catchy.
Exactly. I mean, Go Talk wasn't even just like prove a point. It was just like vibes, dog. I mean, it was me enjoying what the music sounds like, and I did that.
I see Soul Pendugas there vibing as well. How'd that come about, the Soul Abipa?
That also was very organic, dog. I don't lie. So I was shooting the video in Rosebank, and Soul usually comes around there. So it just so happened that on that day he was around, and I just asked him, yo, my dog, would you like to be up in this video? And he was like, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, because he as he said, he's been a fan of my stuff for quite some time. And so when we met there and I asked him to be in a video, it was after actually he brought me up on his podcast. That was after that, and I was like, yeah, man, I think it would just be a very wholesome moment. So I just asked him to be in a video, and he agreed. Yeah,
it was like, sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was amazing.
I remember you went to that podcast and you spoke about Aries.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, Aries could do a lot in terms of just diversifying his sound. Are your thoughts still the same?
No comment, man. No comment.
Nah.
Yeah.
I respect that. that. And tomorrow is Wednesday. Friday, you're dropping with Usimamane.
Definitely, yeah.
Which is a song. Is it your first song this year?
Yeah. It is. Disregarding obviously Passion freestyle and the other freestyle. This is my first official song for the year, and yeah, I think I just needed to start it off with a heavy kick.
A heavy kick, and I saw Sufi was the one who shot the.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Creative director there.
Yeah,
how did that go?
She's crazy. Yo, Doug. It's just basically I had to just explain to her what the song is about, what the project is about, just everything overall, and she just took that and made it into reality, and so. That was so amazing working with her, man. I mean, because she's doing a lot of stuff for Lowton, and so it's very. How can I put this? A lot of his stuff is very clean, and so it just made sense to me to have her on the project. Yeah,
I get that. And EP way this
definitely
this year?
Yes.
Okay.
This month.
Wow, this month?
Yeah. So, I think 2 weeks from when the single drops.
And then EP.
And then EP.
We have a name for the EP, right?
Yes, Not Famous.
Not Famous.
Yeah.
Why that particular name, bro?
I took that name from the song Not Famous. The first few lines being they saying what up Kane, you made it. I swear, bro, I'm not even famous. Because I feel like a lot of people will try to project a certain image onto you when you are famous. You know what I'm saying? So I just took myself out of that box and put myself in a position where I can be freely myself and not be a famous person, quote unquote, because this project is it's very intimate, very personal, vulnerable. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just made sense to title it that, because the whole project is just tied around the not famous song Black Boy Fly, the one that I dropped last year. So yeah, man.
Yeah, and that was Kendrick. It comes from
that was a Kendrick inspired song,
yeah.
And that song was inspired by the fact that at that time I was starting to buzz. You know what I'm saying? I was starting to get a little bit of attention from the industry. I was surfacing, right? And so listening to Kendrick's Black Boy Fly was like, yo, he's seeing a lot of people fly out of the hood, right? He saw JC Taylor, who's The Game. He saw I forgot the other basketball player, man. But like both those people he saw, and he was like, dang, will I make it out? But I was telling it from a perspective of, dang, I'm making it out. I haven't seen anyone doing it like me from my hood. You know what I mean? My booyah specifically. I don't want to talk about Timbisa because, you know what I mean, we have Touchline. So from my hood specifically, and I know that people are looking at me like, okay, oh, we see you going up. You know what I mean? And so having that pressure to say, will I be able to hold up this title of being famous and being the greatest out of my hood? Will I be able to hold that up, or will it just fall up on me and then now I just become someone who was just a half made it? You know what I mean? So yeah.
I don't think you will be that someone, bro. I
Thank
think
you so
have
much,
fully
man.
made it, and your music keeps on breaking boundaries, bro, because even Touchline helped you with your arrival.
Definitely,
Talk
yeah.
me through that, because you just mentioned him now.
Yeah, Touchline, that's like big brother to me, man. You know what I mean? In this industry, that's the only person that I look at and be like, yo, that's someone that actually cares about me, man. Because the first time Touchline reached out to me was like back last year in, I think it's Jan or Feb. Was it April? I think it was April, dog. You know what I mean? Because around that time, I think I had dropped already and everything. No. I'm not sure, dog. I might be mixing up the timelines a little bit. But yeah, he reached out to me last year and he was like, yo, pull through with me to this studio camp and we'll get there and we'll make some music, my dog. You know what I mean? And as we were driving, man, we got to know each other a little bit better. And he was putting me on game, you know what I mean? Because he's like, he's old enough to be my bigger brother. And so I just like peep game and took what he said. And I'm like, yeah, man, I think I'll just put that into mind. And yeah, man. I mean, he's the reason why Verse of the Year came about, because he's the one that invited me to the camp. And so yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to
Touch, man. I hope I see him on your EP eventually, if it's there. You know, you can't say, I'm sure you can't, but we'll be there to listen to the songs when you drop the EP, bro. Even on Friday when you drop, I'm gonna be there to review the song and enjoy it.
Thank you,
featuring Usimamane. And thank you for coming through, bro. Appreciate this, bro.
Appreciate you having me,
Thank you to the viewers who are watching and enjoying every time, who gave the suggestion of have Kane Keid. Yeah, we had Kane Keid. Now who else do you want besides of Kane Keid, guys? You know, we'll be there to actually make sure that it happens for you. I love and leave you. Thank you for coming to this pod.